Good morning, everyone, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It's Matt, the Awakening Angler. We're back with another installment of Gramps' Old Boat. Uh, Things have taken a little bit of a turn. Uh, it's this project's been fighting me in some ways. Um, I don't know if it's been fighting me because it wants me to go a different direction, more of a long-term, stable, good decision, cost more up front, but better on the backside decision. I'm gonna, I'm trying to think that that's what it, it, it that's what it is pushing me to do. I got mad at Gramp the other day and yelled at him after I'd spent so much time and effort and money getting this thing where I thought it was ready. I thought it was going to be in the water by today. Actually, it's the 16th or 17th of May. I picked it up from the mechanic last Friday, wired in all of the battery switches and the bilge pumps, and finished my wiring and got everything straightened out, and fired it up and got it running, and it was running beautiful. The motor was running beautiful, and then I couldn't get the tilt and trim motors to work. The tilt motors for the outdrive unit, and the trim motor is to actuate the actual motor mounts move, and it adjusts your trim on this style of boat. And the tilt motor I'd already replaced once, and I pulled it off, which is no easy feat on this motor, and the whole thing was full of corrosion, and the water had got in there, or moisture, and it was shot. I hadn't even used it. I'd bought it last summer and installed it. Had never even actually been used, and I just got to my wit's end and said, and I kind of yelled out at him and at the universe, man, I'm done. I don't know what to do, and I said to Courtney, I don't know whether I should douse it in gasoline and give it a Viking funeral, or keep moving, or so once my aggravation passed, and I realized that I do want this boat, and I do want it as my forever boat. I made the decision, which I had been contemplating for quite a while, and that is to tear the old motor and outdrive out of it. So take the IO, the inboard outboard, out of the boat, have someone build an outboard bracket, buy an outboard, a newer, not new because they're ridiculously expensive, but to buy a newer motor and hang it on the back of it that isn't going to give me the problems, that works, that I'll have, a long time in the future to use it, and it'll be better off. So that brings me to this morning. I have everything ready to have the motor pulled out, which is going to be done on Tuesday with the help of a friend of mine. But I was sitting writing this morning, and I couldn't concentrate on the story. And so I said, all of a sudden it clicked in my head, I can do the transom work now, even before we pull the motor out of it, and get a head start on it. So I took a shower, and here I am. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. So what I'm going to do is, and I'll give you a quick rundown, and then I'll show you as it goes along. The transom has some bad spots in it. So at the very least, I would have to fill in the hole where the outdrive would be, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tear the whole transom out and rebuild a new, stronger one that will be forever. And that way, when the bracket for the outboard is built, it has a good bite. The boat will be structurally sound, and it'll be probably better than it was when it was brand new. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown and show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll do some more videos throughout the day as I move along with the project. So here we go. So as you can see, the outdrive is already off. And what I'll do here is I'm going to basically cut this whole thing out all the way down along 2 inches off the edge, all the way down. You can see down in here, my finger can go right down in there. That's rotten. It's the same way on this side right here. You know, my finger can go up in there. That shouldn't be able to happen. So I am going to cut this out, tear it apart, replace it. The top here, I'll cut on both sides equally, right across here, and this whole top plate will come right off. It's just put on with rivets. It's where the rub, you know, the two pieces, excuse me, of the boat come together. I'll cut that, take it right off, and then that way I'll have a free and open look into the back of the motor. You know, I went and took everything off the inside that I just spent the whole day the other day doing. I took out the steering system and the shift lever on the side. So I'm going to try, there's the old outdrive in 2 pieces. I will try to sell it and recoup a little tiny bit of money. I mean, it's a Ford V8 small block in there. That it runs good, but you know, there's so many other issues, and you can't buy parts for these outdrives anymore. So I'm going to cut my losses. This is going to be quite the project. But you know what? I really honestly am completely undeterred by it. I'm going to do it, and that's that. And I will show you this afternoon and later as I go through the day on how it's being done, and I'll give you some updates. All right, keep your tip up.